Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another melted video, and everything I melted this week I have empty packaging for. So excited. What I did was I went through my singles, so any like things where I only had 1 cent shot, not everything, but a lot of things where I only had 1 cent shot, sometimes two, or samples somebody had given me, or little things in a package. There's a couple, I think maybe 1 or 2 clamshells that I finished up that just basically had like 1 to 2 melts left. For storage purposes, I like to do that every couple of months, clear out a bunch of my singles and just melt them and get through them. So that's what I did. I did make my way through a lot of wax this week, all things considered, because I was gone for 2 days, and some of the stuff is stuff that I did not document on Instagram. I usually take pictures of everything that I melt. I was a little under the weather this past week, and some of the wax I didn't take pictures of, but I do have the empty stuff, and I'll still talk about it. Alrighty, so let me get started. Get started with Wilma Handmade Pink Swizzle Cake, and this was pink sugar, peppermint, and vanilla maybe. This was a really good scent. This little 0.8 ounce wax melt threw like at a 10. Some of her stuff is super strong, and this was one of them. It threw at a 10. I actually had it in a bathroom in one of my Glade warmers, and it performed for probably a good 8 hours. Maybe not at a 10, but it performed really, really well. It's a really nice pink peppermint scent. Not really much else I can say about that. If you like pink sugar, if you like peppermint and blends like that, this is a good one to try out. Would definitely repurchase. I finished up a clamshell of Brown Sugar Cream Rose Bouquet by the Bathing Garden. This is one of the first scents of vendor wax that I ever fell in love with. So I've repurchased it a million times and will continue to repurchase it. This one always throws at, this is one of her stronger scents. It's like a rose jam with extra sweetness, basically, to my nose. This one always throws at a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, depending on which warmer I put it in. This one was in my bedroom, 9 out of 10, and performed really, really well all night long. Could smell it into the next day when I went into my room. So we'll always repurchase this one. If you like rose jam, you should try that one out. I melted Island Spun Sugar by Lasting Scent Candles. I think I have another one of those in these empties somewhere. And this is Tropical Fruits and Cotton Candy. It smells so good, and I love this scent, but I love it more in the room sprays that I have. I have a room spray in my bedroom and another one in my car that I will spray periodically, and it lingers for freaking ever, and it performs really, really well as a room spray. As wax, this is not one of Lasting Scent Candles' stronger throwers. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Would I purchase it again in wax? Possibly, but I would definitely repurchase it in other forms. So room spray, if they ever did it in like Bath and Body of any type, I would buy it. It's really good. I do like this one a lot. I just don't know if I would go out of my way to purchase it again in wax, because it was a medium at best scent throw. And that's pretty odd for Lasting Scent. I get really good throw from Lasting Scent. So it may not be one that I need to worry about getting again. Monkey Farts by L3 Waxy Wonders. This is bananas, grapefruit, and bubblegum. And I had 2 of these, so the other packaging is in here somewhere. And I melted these today. Now, I'm having a rough time smelling today. So I can't give this one a number grade because I'm having a really rough time. Like, I put perfume on today. I can't smell barely, I can smell barely anything at all. So I may have to put some incense in tonight or something, but I can't grade this one. What I can say is Little J loved this. I have this going in 2 warmers, 1 Glade warmer and 1 bulb warmer, and she was so excited. She absolutely loved this scent. She says it's so good, it's so fruity, and so I can't give a grade on this one, but Little J loved it. And I haven't purchased Monkey Farts from L3 before. That was a sample. I have purchased it from other vendors, and it is a really good scent. It's one that I really, really like. So that's what I have to say about that one. I melted Purple Fox Oh Darling in my bedroom, White Nectarine and Peony. This is a pretty nice little perfumey, girly floral scent. I really enjoyed this. This one threw it about an 8 out of 10. I would repurchase this. I haven't seen her pour this in so long. So I have no idea when that would even be a possibility, but I did really enjoy it. It was really pretty, and it threw probably about an 8 out of 10. Not necessarily as strong as some of her other stuff, but this definitely threw pretty well, and I would repurchase it if I had the opportunity to. Let's see. Mermaid Kisses by the Posh Olive, Saltwater Taffy, and Sugar Cookies. This is the one where when I hauled it for you guys, I had said that I was a little bit torn on the scent because I'm used to saltwater taffy being blended with other things, not necessarily sugar cookies. So I'm eating my words. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite things that I melted this week. The other one, I had 2 of these scent shots. The other one was in my 1,000 subscribers giveaway. So to the girl that won that, you'll get to try this. But I absolutely love this and would totally purchase it again. This threw at a 9 out of 10 and threw for a really long time, like probably 10 hours. It is so good and sweet, and it's like fruity bakery, because saltwater taffy is like a fruity candy scent. So it was like perfect fruity sweet bakery. Super good. Love this one. Mango Kool-Aid by Rose Girls. I melted this yesterday in my Candle Air and in one of my Glades. This threw at about a 9 out of 10. Super good, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's mango and Kool-Aid. It wasn't fizzy. It was just super, super fruity. And I'm going to put it at a 9 out of 10 if I didn't already say that. Very, very good. I don't know that I'd go crazy about purchasing it again necessarily, but if I got it again in a sampler, I would totally be happy and melt it. Also from Rose Girls, Dragon Fruit Sweet Tea. This one also threw at a 9 out of 10. And I had this in a bulb warmer and in a Glade hot plate. And I would totally repurchase this one. Jenny is a genius with her tea blends. Her tea blends are my favorite tea blends from any vendor. I love almost every single one of them that I've tried. This one was no exception. 9 out of 10 would absolutely repurchase. This was also Rose Girls Strawberry and Raspberry Stick Candy. Now, this one, I did get it in a random act of kindness from a friend. So I can't speak on how it may have been stored, how old it was. I will say I got next to 0 throw from this, which is crazy unusual for Rose Girls. I mean, any vendor, you can get a dud from any vendor. It can happen with absolutely any vendor. But with Rose Girls, like 99.9% of her stuff throws. So for this to not have thrown kind of blows my mind, but I got like next to nothing out of this. And even smelling the bag, there's not really a lot to it. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to give this one a 3. I don't know that I ever even smelled it once I put it in the warmers. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I melted it in my candle air and in a Glade. I had 2 chunks. I got nothing from this. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Another Rose Girls, fresh cucumber and pink sugar. I melted this in my bedroom last night. This is so good. Why didn't I get a bag of this? This is so, so good. It's just got that fresh, watery cucumber, and then you get that pink sugar. You know, if you know what pink sugar is, you know what I'm talking about. You get that crisp, girly, perfumey pink sugar scent, and it just kind of cuts through that watery cucumber, and they blend together so beautifully. This was an 8 out of 10 throw in my bulb warmer, and yes, I would absolutely repurchase this in a heartbeat. Rose Girls fresh cucumber and pink sugar. Super, super, super good. Loved it. I think this is this. I went over this one already. Let's see. Oh, here's Destination Wax. My very first piece of Destination Wax ever. This was pistachio and rosewater cake. The description is cake lightly scented with rosewater and pistachio. You can smell the cake and even a little buttercream, but it is not a bakery scent. This was beautiful. This was so beautiful and sophisticated. Now, I didn't really get pistachio. It's not the cherry pistachio, it's the amaretto, the more nutty pistachio. I didn't really get a lot of it, but I could kind of smell it, and you could kind of smell the rose, and you could kind of smell the cake. I think it was blended beautifully, an extremely sophisticated scent. I'm glad that I chose to melt it in my bedroom. The scent throw wasn't banging. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. But that being said, Destination Wax, I've never tried her stuff before, so this is the one and only piece that I've ever had to judge her stuff, and I'd totally buy it. This was a beautiful bedroom melt. I don't know that I would ever choose to try to scent my home with it, because it is a 6 throw, maybe a 7. I'll be a little bit more generous, and I'll say it was a 7 throw, but I would totally melt this in my bedroom. This is exactly the type of thing I like having going in my bedroom during the day or at night. Absolutely beautiful, sophisticated, lovely scent. And I'm definitely going to have to look into this company. I definitely am going to have to jump on that Destination Wax bandwagon, because I did enjoy that. What else do we have here? Oh, I finished this up. I had 2 little pieces of Art Deco Cinderella's gown. I talked about this one in a VCS haul a couple of months ago, and how much I loved this, even though I had watermelon in it, because it was like watermelon and pomegranate and cotton candy and honeydew and Jackie O, which is Vanilla Bean Noel, marshmallow, and birthday cake, and it's all of that blended together. This is heavenly. So, so heavenly. I'm very sad that I used it up, but I didn't want to have just 2 little pieces of it hanging around. I just didn't see the point in having 2 little pieces of it hanging around. So I went ahead and melted it in my bedroom one night. This always threw for me at like 8 out of 10 to 9 out of 10 every single time. And if she poured this again, I'd probably get 2 of these loaves. So, absolutely phenomenal. All right, L3 Waxy Wonders, Blackberry Whipped Cream and Shaving Cream. And this shaving cream, I think, was actually aftershave, because it did have, on cold and even sniffing the bag, does have a little bit of like a manly cologne-y scent. Now, unfortunately, I didn't smell a thing, and I'm so sad about it, because The girl that created this scent, Carrie, and Lindsay Love, who gave this to me, they talk so highly about this scent. And it does smell so good on cold. It smells so good on cold that I've even considered hanging on to the packaging. I'm not gonna, but I had considered hanging on to the packaging. It's so good, but unfortunately, L3 Waxy Wonders chunks, I can't smell them in my house. It's been like that for years. Her scoopables throw like a beast in my house, but I can't smell her chunks. I don't know. What I'm going to do, though, is next time she opens for Scoopable Customs, I'm getting me a Scoopable of this because it's the bomb on cold, and I wanted to experience it, but unfortunately, I got nothing. So this is another one I'm going to give like a 3 to. I mean, literally nothing when it was melting. But I know it's my house. I know it's my house. Her chunks just don't like my house for some reason. All right, what do we have here? Oh, Golden Willow Waxes, Dole Whips, Juicy Pineapple, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Whipped Cream. I melted that today. This is a lighter thrower from Golden Willow. In my house, she tends to do, I think I've said this before, fresh and spa scents and watery scents and clean scents work the best in my house from Golden Willow. The fruity stuff throws lighter. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I do like this. I don't know that I would repurchase it simply because I have stuff from her that is so spectacular that I want to invest my money in the stuff that is so spectacular, if that makes sense. That being said, one that is so spectacular is Dandy Shandy. So this is another Golden Willow Waxes scent. This is a blend of raspberry, lemonade, and pale ale. There's been a couple of vendors that have done beer scents this year, and I'm all over it. This is so good. This one's, it smells like raspberry lemonade to me. It smells like raspberry lemonade with a little kick of something extra. And the beer note gives it a little bit of fizz, but it doesn't smell like beer to me at all. This was one of those little tiny honeycomb samples. If you've seen my Golden Willow Waxes hauls, it's the sample, the tiny one. And melted it in my bedroom. Threw at a 10 out of 10. I have to have this immediately in my life in a large amount, preferably a bakery bag, but I will make do with some B-bars if I have to. This was spectacular. I melted Disneyland, and Disneyland is by the Purple Fox Wax. This is another Dole Whip blend. This was Dole Whip and Satsuma. This one threw okay. I'm gonna give this 7 out of 10. I also melted this in my bedroom. Purple Fox is another one that I feel like in my house, she does fresh, spa, and clean the best. That stuff always throws like a beast, and perfumey. All of that stuff throws like a beast in my house. The fruity and the bakery is a little bit more mellow. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I did enjoy it. She did have it in the restock on Friday. I did not buy it, and I did purchase from her. That does not mean that it is a bad scent. It just means that it's not as solid a performer in my house as some of her other stuff. I melted So White, Lush Type, and Rainwater by Rose Girls. This one I talked about during Rose Girls Week. This is a 11 out of 10 throw, super strong. It's a fruity fresh scent, really, because So White is mainly super fresh apples, like fresh apples. Almost like a perfumey apple. And then the Rainwater is obviously a fresh scent. I love this scent. I was gonna hoard this until like the apocalypse, but I decided to go ahead and melt it so that I could enjoy it. Absolutely love this. If she ever offers this in bags or pies or muffins or anything, I'm all over this. I'm going to beg her to bring this back. Probably not now, but like as we get into like spring next year, because I need this in my life again. So good. There's that one. I went over that one. Let's see. Another Purple Fox. This is Dark Matter. This is, let's see if I remember, Midsummer Night's type. So Yankee Candle Midsummer's Night, which is a like cologne scent. Blue Sugar and Peppermint. This threw out a 12 out of 10. Absolutely banging thrower. Threw it so freaking strong. I love this scent. And this was also available in her Friday restock, and I did purchase this. And I purchased a bag of it. It was available, I think, in bags and clamshells. Skipped the clamshell, got the big bag, because this is phenomenal. Purple Fox Renewal Tea, White Tea, and Berries. I absolutely love any type of white tea and berry or white tea and tart fruit scent. Almost every single one of them that I've tried, I have loved. This was no exception. This one threw at a 9 out of 10, and I would absolutely repurchase it if I had the opportunity to do so. 3 more. Let's see. Island Grapefruit by Golden Willow Waxes. This is grapefruit with a hint of sea salt. This is another one that is notoriously light, at least in my house. Both times that I've melted it, I've gotten it like a 5 or 6 throw. Really, really light. I wouldn't purchase this one again simply because of the same reason that I wouldn't purchase the other one again, because there are scents that I do want to invest my money in when it comes to Golden Willow. I absolutely love her stuff, but not this one. This one, I like the idea of it, but it just doesn't throw well enough. And the last 2 are also Golden Willow. I melted these together. So Fizzing Whizbee, Green Apples, Fizzy Soda, and Blackberry. I would have liked this one to be stronger. I'm going to give this one an 8. It was strong enough. Like, I could smell it. It was not a problem. I would have liked it to be a 10 simply because of the scent notes that are involved in it. I'm obsessed with all these scent notes, and I would love to have been slammed up against the wall with them, but I wasn't. That being said, anytime somebody blends green apple, fizzy soda, and blackberry, I'm all over it. So I would totally repurchase this again. And that is it. That is my empties video, my melted video for the week. Got a lot of stuff getting ready to go into the recycling. Super happy. And I've put together another melting basket. I'm doing another week of beachy scents because I had quite a bit of stuff that time that I put together the beach melting basket. I had enough to do it for another week. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then I'm going to do probably a couple more just summery, like fruity, fizzy, classic summery scents. And then after that, towards the end of August, I will transition into carnival scents and then into fall. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.